Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, we find the evil masterminds Neocortex and Dr. Entropy escaping a once thought inescapable interdimensional prison, leaving giant holes in the universe. What follows is a mind-bending adventure for Crash.
Alright, what's up everybody? Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Let me know if the audio is good.
Bandicoot 4 to leap off your screen, brimming with bold, vibrant environments and characters. Crash Bandicoot has always looked pretty suave. But wait until you see him spinning heads in native 4K at 60 frames per second. With the weight of the universe on your shoulders, and probably some errands to run, there's little time to wait on loading screens. The DualSense wireless controllers bring adaptive triggers to your fingertips, so you can feel the blast of Neocortex's DNA-changing ray gun, or feel the grip when you grapple with Tana's hookshot. Hold on tight when you feel the boost of Crash's jetboard, and really feel the suck when you vacuum his Dingodile. Looking to get fully immersed in the Crash Bandicoot universe? Crank it up to 11 and take your audio into an all-new dimension with enhanced 3D audio. Achieving the infamous 106% completion is the sign of a true Bandicoot master. But should our genetically mutated marsupial lose his way? Leverage PlayStation 5 activity cards to track your progress and hit your goals for things like time trials, flashback levels, and boss fights. I bet Entropy wishes he had that. Even bring your incomplete save over from the PlayStation 4 and use the activity cards to get to 106%. Oh, and one more thing. If you own the PS4 version of the game, an upgrade option is available. Check out the PlayStation blog for full details.
Are they going to charge for that upgrade though?
Whether it's your first playthrough or your 100th, there's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time on PlayStation 5.
Welcome
Alright,
back,
test.
The gang's all here on today's new edition of State of Play. We've got some great updates lined up for you. First, let's check out the latest on an eagerly anticipated game coming to the PS5 console this spring from PlayStation Studios.
Alright,
Hey
Returnal.
everyone, we at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek at Returnal. In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra scout, who crash lands on an alien planet, Atropos, after receiving a mysterious signal, White Shadow. Players will explore this inscrutable, dark planet in search for answers and unfold mysteries, which may point to a larger force at play. Dashing and quickly maneuvering your way above and around enemies is key to survival in Returnal.
Yo, this is looking pretty good though. What's up, Mailbot? How you doing?
With the large variety of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each possess, combat situations prove challenging no matter what the circumstances are. Death is only the beginning.
What's up, Sammy?
Every time
How you doing?
Die and restart, the world will change.
Let me know
The
if the
map will be
audio is coming
different,
through clear.
Enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers, so you have to think fast and adapt. Here you can see the use of the lightning alt-fire, which is great for crowd control. This is one of many alt-fires that you can acquire in the game. You will
Better than
stumble
doing the
across
direct.
mysterious devices that can grant rewards to the player. These will vary
Good
from
to know,
weapons,
man. Good to know.
consumables, and upgrades, and they can completely
So
change
audio
the
for me
playstyle
or the
and
game?
make each cycle
I mean for the
unique.
stream.
Besides the intense combat, Returnal also has a deep and engaging narrative. We allow players to piece together the puzzle that is the story of Celine as they venture deeper and deeper into Atropos and into her personal nightmare.
That can't be here.
I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts are missing, others seem manufactured. But I can remember the torment, feeling like I was losing my mind. There's no comfort here. No exactly as I left it.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Omar?
Returnal lands on April 30th, and it's developed by the talented team at Housemark.
Okay,
Next,
so we got
let's take a closer
Returnal.
look at a high-impact new PS4 game called Knockout City.
I know a lot of people have been playing Knockout City. It hasn't caught my interest. But I don't know. This trailer might change my mind on that.
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie developer based in upstate New York, and we recently announced Knockout City, a team-based multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival crews settle their scores with epic dodgeball battles. Knockout City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills. In our 1v1 face-off mode, you'll go head-to-head in a constantly shrinking battleground, relying on your reflexes and abilities to knock out an opponent. A well-timed catch powers up the ball, making it easier to land a hit.
So this is basically dodgeball.
Use trick shots to lob a ball over a ledge or hook it around a corner. Fake a throw to mess up your opponent's timing and knock them out before they can recover. When you're in a tough spot with a ball flying your way, a last-second dodge is the difference between getting knocked out and staying in the fight.
Why does this sound like
Keep your wits about
dodgeball
you and
mixed with
outplay your
like
opponent to bring home a win.
arms?
Let's jump into Team KO, our 3v3 mode. Teamwork makes the dream work in Knockout City. If your crew is outmatched, a well-coordinated team can still dominate. We're playing in Back Alley Brawl, a new map that you'll find in our upcoming crossplay beta. The special ball for this match is the Sniper Ball, which locks onto targets from far across the map and wham! You can take them out before they have a chance to react. Beyond special balls, each map features a unique mechanic. In Back Alley Brawl, you can hop into a tube and make a quick getaway or use them to sneak up on your opponents. Caught empty-handed? You can literally become the ball, a new weapon for your teammates.
What?
Or risk it all. Charge up a teammate, launch them high into the air with an ultimate throw, and they'll land in a huge instant KO explosion. The team here at Velen has been obsessed with building this world over the last 4 years. Knockout City is coming out May 21st, and we'd love your help in our final stretch of development. Rally your crew and sign up for our crossplay beta at knockoutcity.com to play early on PlayStation. See you soon, Brawlers.
Does this game look interesting to any of you guys? Like, I'm personally, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not crazy about that because the concept just seems like arms
Here's
mixed
your
with
first
dodgeball.
look at an upcoming PS5 game from the team at Slow Clap.
What is this? Okay. What is this, like a modern stunt master? Jackie Chan stunt master? Ooh. Okay, this has my attention, yo. Sifu. Yo, this got my attention. This got my attention.
That was the debut of Sifu, coming to the PS5 console
Sifu.
later this year. Now let's get an update on Solar Ash, an epic new PS5 adventure from Heart Machine.
Okay. Basically Absolver in Hong Kong. Yo, what's up,
Hey
Tooth?
everyone, I'm Alex Preston, creative director of Heart Machine. You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter. Today, I'm here to show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title, Solar Ash. Solar Ash is a huge, stylish 3D platformer focused on speed, movement, and fluidity. The game is set inside a giant black hole known as the Ultra Void, which has been consuming everything in its path. You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly as a last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the ashen clouds, she can quickly cover great distances in our huge world.
Okay. This is kind of making me think
At
of
its core, Solar Ash is a game about movement.
Gravity Rush,
and Ray
kind
has
of.
everything she needs to flow through the dangerous and unique world.
You've been working those kind of hours too? For real?
As you journey to save your planet, you'll find yourself face to face with grotesque and violent creatures. Our combat system is simple, fast, and fluid, built to empower players and encourage flow. As you explore the Ultra Void, enemy encounters will scale to greater and greater sizes. Some of these creatures require speed and precise timing to defeat. Ray will eventually need to face the massive sentinels of this void, wretched, starved beasts that hold the key to her quest. Solar Ash is Heart Machine's vision of the adventure platformer. The giant spaces, the feel of movement, the flow of combat, and the high-stakes battles atop enormous beasts all come together to bring players something we think is incredibly unique, and more importantly, fun. This game is a labor of love for everyone on the Heart Machine team. We're excited to bring Solar Ash to PS5 and PS4 later this year.
Doesn't this game kind of remind you guys of Gravity Rush, kind of?
If you're a fan of scary games, this next one is for you.
When I first found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Is this oh, it is Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together. They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
Oh, this is all. So is this gonna be like Outlast?
We have to get you out by morning.
Because the other FNAF games weren't first person, were they? Well, I've never played any, so I'm asking.
Do as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you fail me, then you will. Both of you burn!
Security
There's more
breach.
going on here than you realize.
That was a chilling new look at Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Up next, let's take a tour of Oddworld Soulstorm.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lauren Lanning, Creative Director at Oddworld Inhabitants. Today, I'm going to take you on a brief tour of our newest game, Oddworld Soulstorm.
They've always known you would come. Do you know why you have?
In Soulstorm, you reprise the role of Abe, accidental hero turned unlikely leader of an emerging revolution, as you do battle through weird and wonderful environments in an effort to escape the all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckons. We really wanted to bring this world to life with what we call 2.9D platforming, which adds much more depth and immersion for the player. This sense of connection is also reinforced through the use of the DualSense's haptic feedback, as you'll now be able to feel Abe's heartbeat in high alert and suspenseful situations.
Okay.
There are well over 1,000 fellow Mudokons that you must try to save along the way, but they are far more than helpless workers looking to be saved. When used effectively, you'll be able to solve puzzles, harness their combined energy, and be given the tools they need to fight alongside you.
What do you guys think of this game so far?
And there will be times when the extra hands will be needed as you face off against an
I'm
array
intrigued
of
by
heavily armed enemies that will stop at nothing to find and end Abe once and for all. In order to stand a chance against this much larger threat, we gave Abe the ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket items from his surroundings and use them to craft an impressive arsenal of his own that he can share with others. You can also play as a non-lethal pacifist or an agent of chaos. We wanted you to have the choice. But there is one iconic ability for our shamanic protagonist, Possession. This mystical power allows you to take control of your foes and use their strengths and weapons against them, or use them to gain access to paths still ahead. The Oddworld universe is a diverse place, and this means that there are some environments and situations that require a little more thought, patience, and stealth. You'll find dark and dangerous caves, heavily guarded industrial sites, and ancient forgotten lands. Here, we've built lots of opportunities for you to test your skills and find different ways to handle things. It won't be easy. If being hunted by an army backed by a shady and wealthy organization isn't bad enough, there are also more dangers in the forms of natural obstacles, ancient traps, trials against swarming dark creatures, and industrial hazards that must be dodged, crossed, and avoided. Ultimately, Abe's journey is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a rich and engaging narrative to discover in a world full of lies, and we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before.
I mean, I've always liked the Oddworld series.
In-game will decide the fate of Abe
it's just always
and all
been
those you manage to liberate along the way.
Inconsistent
and we can't wait
over
to
the
see
various
what
titles.
you will do.
So it's back to being PlayStation exclusive. Okay.
That was the latest on Oddworld Soulstorm. And here's some exciting news. Active PlayStation Plus members will get the PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April. PS5 version for no extra cost starting in April. Moving on. It's time to catch up with
free,
Kena
I'll
Bridge
play
of
it.
Spirits, a gorgeous new adventure we last saw in the June PS5 showcase.
So this is making me think of like they're kind of doing this like Nintendo's
usually timid.
Partner direct or for like the indie games. There's a lot of indie games being shown here.
Come to our village, looking for forest creatures.
Or second party titles.
I seek passage to the Sacred Mountain Shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy. But that power faded long ago. Trapped spirits linger here, entangled in the tragedies of our past.
Kind of get Mark of Cree vibes
We
from
must
this.
help these spirits to reach the realm control.
It's okay. You have to go now.
Yeah, that looked dope.
This land can be big, but you cannot stay here, Spirit. You must move on.
The hell is that? Can I? Okay.
So the spirit guide is a lonely one.
Yeah, I agree, Tooth. Like it looks super smooth. Like this is
Now let's
something I
settle in
would
for a
play.
stylish new look at Deathloop, a PS5 first-person shooter developed by the team at Arcane.
Cole,
What?
you'll never ever break this loop.
There's no never here. Just you, me, and the rest of these maniacs.
Bring it, baby.
This is Ramblin' Frank's Matinee. This little ditty goes out to the handsome asshole trying to break our loop. Colt, the visionaries are ready to dance. Are you?
Toxic illusion, falling deeper spiral, static delusion.
Oh yeah, I remember when they showed this last year. This is looking pretty hype.
And I've been here before, face to face with the gun, up against all the odds, and I'm the only one. Oh, I've been here before, it must be true. This is
Yeah, I would totally play this.
Stay still for like a second.
Damn.
Die already! You're doomed! Somebody's feeling feisty.
This is giving me some like Dishonored vibes. I don't know about you guys.
Boy, do I got a bone to pick with you. Let's do it again tomorrow.
What to do when the bullet is the same, but the kill is always new.
Song's over, people. And so is Ramblin' Frank. The rest of you motherfuckers are next.
Oh, it's the same developer? Oh yeah, it is. It is. No wonder it's so similar.
Before we leave, how about a huge update for one of 2020's most celebrated games?
Wait, this is about to be over already? Oh shit! Final Fantasy VII Remake? What we got? What we got?
Quickly!
Holy shit!
Give me a break.
Jesse! Barrett!
Where you
60 frames per second?
Help me!
Come on, let's push it past the red line! Now it's my turn!
Bruh.
Got your little foot right here!
A touching reunion.
Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
Yuffie! Holy shit, it's Yuffie!
My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite special forces operative for the new Wutai government. We'll prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, we got this.
I'm back.
Ah, there you are. Someone's been expecting you. What took you?
Sorry about that. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sonon Kusakabe. Where's Clown?
We lost him.
You what?
He will be okay though, right?
Well, of course he will.
They're the ones who blew up the reactors. Cool. Should we say hi?
No, better not. After what they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their tail.
Look, a Moogle! Stop!
We gotta help.
No, this wouldn't be part 2. This would be during the time that Cloud is with Aerith. So this is still part 1.
No freaking way!
Boss!
So who's gonna replay this
Should probably get moving.
with this update?
Whatever it is they're planning, you're better off out of it.
They deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, they do. But I'm not your sister.
There you are.
Who are these jerks?
No clue. It just appeared.
Yo, that's Deep Ground. Holy shit, the Zvegs. Remake Intergrade.
Now, let the hunt begin.
Vice! Holy shit! Okay, that's from Dirge of Cerberus.
Get down here.
That's his vets. So this confirms fully the remake is a sequel to the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. It's an ongoing story. They just introduced Deep Ground from Dirge of Cerberus. They haven't touched on that since 2005. Holy shit. Bro, I'm fucking hyped right now. So that means we're gonna get Genesis, and Geo. So Crisis Core is probably the next thing that's coming. Yo, the graphical update is sick. Oh, they gave Tifa a tit upgrade. Okay, that's good. I'm for it. Damn. Quick loading?
Wait, what? You see that?
That's how ninjas do it.
Yep.
If you own a copy of the PS4 version, you get to upgrade PlayStation 5 for free. You can even carry over your save data and a new episode featuring Yuffie. So we won't need to play the whole game again. I'm gonna play the whole damn game again just because. Man.
That was the reveal of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, coming to the PS5 console later this year. And that's our show. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come in 2021. See you next time.
Oh, man. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Okay. Lot to discuss here. A lot to discuss. So, first off, I need to breathe because the Yuffie part. So I'm assuming they might add that in for the PlayStation 4 version. But yeah, that was not originally. That's brand new. So, for those who, I'm not sure if everyone's like familiar with the lore, like the deeper lore of Final Fantasy VII, but the enemies that, and I knew right away, but the enemies that Yuffie was fighting, and with that other ninja guy that was with her, those are the deep ground soldiers that were only in the Dirge of Cerberus game, which was, well, I'm not sure at this point. At this point, this is probably not the end of the Final Fantasy VII compilation anymore. But at the time, in 2005, when Dirge of Cerberus came out, or 2006 rather, not 2005. When 2006, when Dirge of Cerberus came out, that was the end of the furthest point in the storyline. So Deep Ground, yeah, that is a group of modified soldiers that is so secretive that the only people that really know about them is President Shinra, Rufus to an extent, and Hojo, because they are all Hojo's like nefarious, like him doing some just inane shit. That's what that is. So that leads to the Omega weapon being activated, which is basically supposed to draw all of the Livestream into it, leaving the planet a husk, and then go to another planet to just start over and create life, which kind of in a way, that's one of the linking things between 7 and 10, since 7 is a sequel series to Final Fantasy X. But yeah, Yuffie was fighting the Deep Ground soldiers, and seeing the Svets, which is basically the elite group. So you had Rosa the Crimson, Vice the Immaculate, Nero the Black. Like the character that they showed with the long hair, that's Vice the Immaculate. He's like almost, if not on the same level of Sephiroth. He's so secretive, Sephiroth doesn't even know who he is. Sephiroth has no idea about Deep Ground, Vice the Immaculate, or anything like that. And yeah, so if y'all thought that Sephiroth was a threat to the planet twice over, or 3 times over if you include the Final Fantasy VII Remake, Vice the Immaculate was the catalyst for summoning Omega weapon, and nearly destroyed the entire planet, if not for Vincent. So, yeah, fucking hype. I was wondering, because when they brought in, and this is like, I'm going down the rabbit hole at this point, but like when they brought in Zach, which at this point, I mean, I guess it's not really a spoiler anymore, but when they brought in Zach Fair at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then they did point for point shot of the ending of Crisis Core at Zack's last stand. When I saw that, I was like, they have to be including Crisis Core. They're gonna have to include Dirge of Cerberus as well, because those are 2 intricately connected stories. And the thing that really just got me super, super hyped. Okay, so diving further into like the well of all of this, right? Is if we go further into it. So for those, a lot of people have not played Dirge of Cerberus, but well, before we go to Dirge of Cerberus, let's talk about Crisis Core. So Crisis Core was centered around Sephiroth, Genesis, and Ingeal. And so they were the three soldiers, like the three legendary soldiers, the three big top tier soldiers, top elite soldiers. But Ingeal and Genesis were failed experiments for Project G, because they had the G cells, the S cells, and all that, right? And Sephiroth was the successful one. He was a successful experiment, right? So throughout the story, Genesis is starting to degrade. And so he's trying to like find a way to cure himself. So at the end of Crisis Core, he is cured. Like he gets cured by the goddess Minerva, the goddess of that world, Minerva. She cures Genesis. And then he goes to sleep because he fights Zack. Zack beats him, and Zack leaves him alive. He doesn't kill him. So then Deep Ground goes, and there's a cutscene where Deep Ground goes, and they end up finding, they find Genesis. And as they find Genesis, he's just, he's sitting there. They ask him to join their rebellion. He refuses. And he says he has to regain his soldier honor, right? Even though he threw away his honor and pride to try and cure himself, he still has his morality. So he goes on to seal himself in a cave and will only unseal himself if there is a threat drawn to the planet that is so severe that Minerva, the goddess, has to call him to take care of it, because he views himself as a champion from Minerva. He's also who completed Loveless, the play that he keeps reciting. So that's the end of Crisis Core. He seals himself. Dirge of Cerberus, at the end, after Vice the Immaculate goes on to basically be the catalyst for Omega Weapon and tries to destroy a planet, and he's taken down by Vincent, who has the chaos beast within him. So after he's taken down, there's a post-credit scene, and in that post-credit scene, you see Vice the Immaculate laying there on the ground. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to pull up that. We're gonna go and see if we can find that. Was it Dirge of Cerberus secret ending? I'll show it to you guys so you guys understand what I'm talking about, right? Okay, here we go. Let's play it. So y'all can see it. Let's get to it. Where it at? This way y'all got some context. Is the audio good this part? If it's too loud, let me know. I can turn it down. So this is Genesis, aka Gact. And the one laying there, that is Vice the Immaculate. The same one that you saw in that Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. That was him. The one that's laying there. You're gonna hear some dodgy voice acting, just know that.
It is not yet time for slumber. We still have much work to do. My brother.
So that is where we've been left since 2006. That. They have never touched on that again. And then to go and explain who the hell Genesis is, they made Crisis Core, right? So Final Fantasy VII Remake is a continuation. I don't care. A lot of people keep saying, oh, it says remake. It's a subtitle. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a sequel to this Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus. So what Sephiroth is doing, the whole thing that's going on, this brought Genesis back. But anyway, that's me going down a rabbit hole. So other than that, State of Play, that was cool. This got me hyped. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Integrate. I'm loving the graphical improvements, the smooth, silky frame rate, and the additional Yuffie episode, how they're going to introduce Yuffie into it. If they're going to be going by the original story or altering it a little bit, then they're going to have to find a way to canonically introduce her, which I'm assuming they're doing with this episode, to introduce Yuffie into the story. Because for those who may not know, for those who may not have played Final Fantasy VII like originally on the PlayStation or any of the re-releases, Final Fantasy VII did not, Yuffie and Vincent were optional characters. They actually did not, you could literally go through the game and miss them. They were the two secret characters. And the way they were introduced into, like Yuffie, you had to run around this forest for, anywhere from like 15 minutes to half an hour to get the game to initiate showing her. And when you would get her, you had to beat her in combat. And then boom, there you go. And then you'd also have to like answer her questions a specific way. Otherwise she'll steal your material and run away. You have to do the whole thing all over again. Right. And with Vincent, you actually, when you go back to Nibelheim, to where, Sephiroth's iconic scene where he burned down Nibelheim, when you go there, in current day, then you would have to go to the basement, do certain things, make sure you pick up the key, fight the monster that's in the lock, the safe, and then you would need to go and talk to Vincent multiple times, answer a specific way, and then you could get Vincent. So as far as them being interwoven into the original story, they really weren't, which is why with Dirge of Cerberus, when you see the opening of Dirge of Cerberus, it shows Yuffie and Vincent on, over on the Shinra cannon, the Mako cannon, going up against or finding the body of Professor Hojo, and not at the end where the others are fighting Sephiroth, because in the original CGI they aren't even there. They're not there at all. So yeah, this is gonna have to explain how they interweave Yuffie into the story, and I'm looking to see how they're gonna do that. Hopefully we get a Vincent episode as well. And as far as I know, insider information, I do know that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 has already been completed. Voice acting has been completed. It's already, I know that that's set and ready. I'm assuming that's going to be a 2022 release. And I believe that Final Fantasy VII Remake should be launching on other platforms, because there was a time exclusivity for this title for PlayStation. So we might be hearing announcement soon. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I enjoyed it. Kenna looks good from State of Play. Obviously, 7 Remake, integrate. I'm day one with that. Abe's Soulstorm looks really good, and Deathloop looks good. But other than that, let me know what y'all think. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this live stream with me, make sure you sub, and yeah, hop in the Discord. Links in the description. Other than that, I'll see y'all on the next one. Be easy, and